have from the earthquake, and we only noticed it today, is this entire roof's been put out of whack. Now the problem we've got with this, and it's my fault and no one else's, is there's no bolt going through to the frame. So if we had an earthquake, sorry, a cyclone, no bolts there either holding it down, this whole roof would have gone like a fucking umbrella. Gone. But instead, I don't know if you can see the angle there. Try it this way. You can see its whole thing's pushed towards the salt water. It's only about 4 or 5 centimeters, but it's not good. Luckily, we picked it up, so now we're going to straighten it. We're just putting in all the supports. We've got all the bolts to bolt the post down, but the first thing we've got to do is get that Land Cruiser to pull, and we're putting that support beam in there so the downward pressure from the post doesn't break the piece of Natura, because it's a long spans. And we're going to pull the whole building back towards the plantation and then square it up. In theory, sounds good. In practice, we'd lose the entire fucking roof. But at least we have a good view. And as with every job, there's a 15 minutes of doing absolutely and utterly fucking nothing while we wait for a truck to come from just up there where the solar is. I can see the truck behind the food truck. Now it's just got to come down here with a ladder. Bastards, faster. You're paid by the hour, not by the day. Anyway, once again, still a nice view. So the idea is to get this rope as long as possible to get it as straight as possible and not pulling down at too much of an angle. We put that support post in there obviously to help the beam across, even though it's 6x2 Natura, it still could put a lot of pressure on there. But we only need to move about 5 or 6 centimeters. And luckily it's built with Nat Angora, not with a Colorbond roof, because if it's Colorbond roof, the whole thing would have twisted. But I reckon we'll straighten it up just nicely. A little bit of bush mechanic shit, but nonetheless, such is life. And now we're going to the comedy capers part of the afternoon of you actually have to tie the ropes together to pull the building, to level it up. So someone forgot to tie the ropes together. At least it's not my fault this time. The whole building's my fault, but now this isn't my fault. We've got enough staff to build 5 fucking buildings, by the way, doing one job, but nonetheless, it's all pretty exciting. Will this stay standing or will it fall down? We're about to find out. Okay, well, the girls have found a job painting the fence with engine oil, which is great. The Land Cruiser, which is as dodgy as fuck, guys, it is holding it up. And we are straight again. So now the next bit is coming through here. You see where Builder's drilling. And I should know his name, but I just call him Builder. There's a big gap there. And you can see where it's so much it's moved. Now we need to pull them together so we can do that with a thread. And we should be able to draw the corner now, we should be able to level it off. Don't worry about the angle of the screw. Don't worry about it. Whether it's an act of God or we actually, our plan worked out, the building is relatively straight. But the whole point is I don't even know how straight I really built it with all the posts and everything like that. But I'm confident in cyclone, earthquake, anything now, with the extra bolts and everything put in. I reckon it'll be here for the next 10, 12 years easy. But time will tell. Cyclone, earthquake, we'll have to wait and see. Can I sleep under here in an earthquake now? And to finish the afternoon off, we know we've got work at the other building, but the girls are painting the fence with oil from our trucks. And as you can see, when it's painted, it looks absolutely spectacular. Probably the cheapest paint in Vanuatu. Great for the environment, I've been told. Because we're multi-purposing oil instead of buying paint. So Greenpeace, have fun. And from all of us at Lapita Beach, we're done for the day.